Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of my aims of this channel is to create a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of agile, project management, and leadership. You can help me with that aim by subscribing to this channel and sharing these videos with our friends. Having said that, let us continue our journey on SAFE 6.0, particularly topics around flow. Today's topic is how to apply 8 flow accelerators in a portfolio flow. In one of my previous videos, I have in detail explained what are the 8 flow accelerators that has been discussed in SAFE 6.0. Let us get into today's context of the video where how do we apply these flow accelerators particularly in portfolio flow, right? So first accelerator is visualize and limit WIP. How does it matter or why does it matter for a portfolio flow, right? Systemic overload caused by too much portfolio WIP undermines performance and value delivery. It overloads the odds, inhibits responding to change, and results in costly productivity and quality problems, delayed return on investment, employee burnout, and reduced engagement. This is simply no benefit to putting more work into implementation than a portfolio can handle. And nowhere is excess WAP more damaging than deciding which of the most significant strategic initiatives are needed to deliver effective portfolio outcomes. Right? So, what do I do about it as a change leader or a value stream manager or a agile coach? Make all significant epics visible. Ensure that any projects not transition to safe and all safe epics are tracked in a portfolio Kanban. Otherwise, the total portfolio WAP may be underestimated, right? Then review and adjust the epic threshold to exclude non-epics. Epics are sometimes misused as important things we want to discuss forever. Ensure that only significant initiatives above the epic threshold guardrail enter the portfolio Kanban and that there are some reasonable time-bound expectation. Adjust the threshold when needed, which may require including additional criteria. Another option could be review and validate portfolio Kanban WAP limits. If there are too many epics in progress, adjust WAP limits. Consider adding classes of service to enable high priority items to go quickly through the system while lowering the overall WAP. Then understand the capacity of each value stream and art. Collect the metrics for each art's capacity to prevent more work from going to the teams than they can reasonably analyze and implement. Finally, ignore sunk cost. Stop significant initiatives if they no longer support the strategy or they are not providing the intended value. Second flow accelerator is address bottlenecks. Why does it matter for a portfolio flow? Portfolio gridlock can create a bottleneck that hinders the review, analysis, approval, and implementation of the most significant initiatives needed to achieve the portfolio's vision. The resulting delays threaten the downstream performance of all the development value streams that create a choke point that limits portfolio value delivery and imperils strategy. So, what would I do about it as a change leader? You can help ensure lean portfolio management has the proper decision making authority. Verify that the LPM team has sufficient time and authority to participate and make portfolio decisions without escalation. Increase the pool of epic owners. A common cause for a portfolio bottleneck is a lack of sufficient epic owners. Leverage the knowledge of subject matter experts, business owners, product managers, product owners, and enterprise architects to serve as a epic owners. Understand the art capacity. Portfolio work cannot go anywhere unless there are people to do it. Understand the capacity of each affected art to take on this new work in a reasonable time frame. Finally, ensure the lean business case is lean. Despite moving to safe, many businesses still tend to create traditional business cases that can take too long to develop. Their length and the detail, speculative financials, and unproven assumptions may cause questions and delays during the analysis. Third accelerator is minimize handoffs and dependencies. Why does it matter for a portfolio flow? Portfolio workflow is critical, but the mechanism of the portfolio Kanban is not particularly complex. Typically, there are only a few dozen epics in flight, and they usually require a limited number of stakeholders with the decision authority to advance them. However, managing the work through portfolio Kanban often requires a different skills and people. Some degree of handoffs and dependencies will occur. Bringing the right people into the discussion at the right time facilitates the portfolio flow. So what should you do about it as a change leader or a value stream manager? Properly support the Epic owner. See, Epics require review, collaboration, and engagement of multiple stakeholders who are often busy with their functional roles. Help ensure Epic owners can reach the people they need promptly. Understand when cross value stream coordination is required. Some epics will touch multiple value streams. This coordination increases dependencies and handoffs even during the early stages of epic review and analysis. Leverage epic owners, release and engineers, and product management to help decide how this new work can be managed across value streams. Finally, recognize the need to refactor value streams. Much of the new and innovative work that realizes the evolving strategy will arise in the portfolio backlog. During analysis, LPM, with the help of VMO or a Lean Agile Center of Excellence, can advise on what value stream may need to be created or adjusted or to be eliminated. So that in turn, right, reduces hands-offs and dependencies in the new work. Fourth accelerator is get faster feedback. Why does it matter for me as a portfolio owner, right? Faster customer feedback, especially in the early stages, is vital to evaluate new initiatives quickly. This feedback ensures epic investment do not result in designing and building solutions that customer do not want or require a business model change that enterprise cannot achieve. Right? So how do you go about it as a leader? If epics require changes to the business model, test the assumptions, right? Epics that impact the business model often come with the significant opportunities and big challenges. During epic review and analysis, test the business model assumptions with the business owners, executives, and customers, helping avoid unrealistic assumptions, false starts, and future sunk costs. Right? Then validate visibility by engaging with the customers early. While solution development resides with the teams, LPM stakeholders need fast feedback about these initiatives to support decision making. These decisions should happen long before the MEP by testing early mockups and low fidelity prototypes. Additional customer insights should also be captured in the lean business case. Finally, focus on the leading indicators of MEPs. Verify the epics, employ the right leading indicators to measure their progress towards the business outcome hypothesis. Fifth flow accelerator is work in small batches. Why does it matter for a portfolio flow? Smaller batches go through any system more quickly and with less variability, fostering faster learning. These smaller batches are especially important for the portfolio because epics are significant initiatives that can take a long time to review, analyze, and approve. If your batch size is too big, portfolio stakeholders may not have time to evaluate all the work in the flight responsibly. So this creates delays in the decision making, clogs the flow of value through the portfolio Kanban system. So what should I do about it as a leader or a SPC? Limit the number of epics reviewed during LPM events. Experiment with how many epics LPM can realistically be considered during LPM events, such as portfolio sync, then adjust the limit based on context and history. Reduce the transaction cost of reviewing and analyzing epics. For example, time box each epic review to ensure discussions remain clear and concise. This also has the beneficial effect of increasing decentralization and fostering trust. Then conduct low fidelity tests during analysis. Perform research spikes, right? Explainer videos, landing pages, interviews, paper prototypes, fact product signups, micro surveys, etc. Right? Perform these research spikes to understand better the customer's problem and the range of solutions. Then you can leverage a common cadence. Applying a same PI cadence across the all value streams in the portfolio can help reduce batch sizes, providing a regular rhythm for reviewing the portfolio work. Finally, you can reduce experiment size. Wherever possible, reduce the effort and scope of the work needed to get earlier feedback. Sixth flow accelerator is reduce queue lengths. Why does it matter for a portfolio flow? Long queues of portfolio work reduce strategy responsiveness and can cause the enterprise to miss critical market windows. This can have a direct effect on the overall competitiveness of the enterprise. What should I do about it as a leader? Reroute non-portfolio work immediately elsewhere. The portfolio can be a catch call for everything important that needs to be discussed. Challenge why each item needs to be in the portfolio. Limit the portfolio queue to two epics that require portfolio attention due to their investment and impact. Then understand and attend the critical market events and market rhythms. Buying is an act of customer, not the producer. Portfolio epics must always be considered in light of the time criticality of the initiative from the customer perspective. Then eliminate non-strategic and bad ideas quickly. Since more effort and capacity are needed as an epic moves through the Kanban, LPM should quickly decide which will proceed and which will be removed. Finally, you can replace fixed schedule with the flexible roadmap. Inflexible roadmaps create a long queues and delays in introducing new critical work. Limit longer range commitments and replace fixed plans with the flexible rolling wave roadmaps. Seventh flow accelerators optimize time in the zone. Why does it matter for a portfolio flow? It can be challenging for a busy executives to find sufficient time to develop and evolve strategic plans and engage in the ongoing work of LPM. It requires significant intellectual and mental energy as free as possible from daily business distractions. In other words, it's hard to find the time and zone necessary to collaborate with peers who share responsibility for strategy. What results is a flawed strategy communicated ineffectively or established and rolled out intermittently versus a continuous evolution, right? So what should I do about it as a leader? Leaders, change agents, and coaches need to facilitate a process and experience that creates time in the zone to formulate and execute strategy. Although it is one of the primary purpose of LPM and its various events, those meeting alone may not provide enough time. So additional focus is required. What are those? Ensure sufficient time is allocated to develop the strategies. Consider holding a separate portfolio strategy workshops to focus solely on reviewing the portfolio strategy, vision, lean budget guardrails, and business outcome metrics. Then you can hold effective portfolio events. Ensure that strategic portfolio review, portfolio sync, participatory budgeting events are effective and held regularly. Ensure that data represented are current, provide insights to facilitate the decision making by the right individuals. Then recognize when a portfolio epics no longer needs LPM focus. LPM and portfolio stakeholders have limited time. Ensure the focus is on epics that require LPM oversight and focused attention. Move epics to be done when they are rejected or as soon as they have no longer have a portfolio concern. Then you can eliminate redundant portfolio governance practices. Epics receive increased scrutiny because of their size, cost, and impact. Replace traditional reporting with the SAFE's lean agile practices that measure progress objectively, including leading indicators and KPIs to ensure efficient LPM focus. Finally, you can invest in meeting facilitation to optimize the zone. Effective facilitation will address time boxing, personalities, and misalignment. It can also create a must attend event where people say no to any political cancellation or sorry, any potential cancellation or lack of attendance. Effective facilitation can also help eliminate or address emotional drama or misalignment among the key stakeholders. Eighth and final flow accelerator is remediate legacy policies and practices. Why does it matter for a LPM or a portfolio flow? Moving to LPM is a significant change for any enterprise, and during the transition, many companies will likely manage some current initiative by applying their existing traditional governance policies. This means that two different oversight methods will attempt to coexist, right? Resulting in people reverting to the old process for even the new initiatives. So this creates an ongoing burden for the enterprise, increases overhead, and slows the flow of the value. So, what to watch out for? How to identify these legacy practices? Right? The remedy is to recognize the many historical impediments probably exist and to address them when they occur. Common obstacles, now that's been listed here. The portfolio Kanban becomes a central intake for all the work, not just new epics that exceed the lean budget guardrails. Funding projects instead of value streams, right? Continuing to forecast and report capital and operating expenses based on outdated practices and manual timesheets. Quarterly strategy planning is disconnected from PI planning and LPM portfolio review process and includes different stakeholders. Making significant customer commitments without engaging with the teams who will do the work or understanding the impact on in-flight or committed work. Overly detailed business cases that require too much upfront investment, burdening and limiting solution design. Limiting access or visibility to the portfolio Kanban, causing misalignment, uncertainty about downstream priorities, and redundant work. Running traditional program management in parallel or on top of agile practices, for example, waterfall, phase case, change control boards, project cost accounting, and outdated status reporting. Incongruent and conflicting policies in finance and HR, etc. Mindsets that refined sunk cost or ongoing commitment to legacy products and services that prevent pivoting to new opportunities. So these are the some of the things you can watch out for. These are the some historical impediments that exist as a legacy practices. So what should I do about it as a change leader or a coach? Identify legacy portfolio activities that should be stopped or replaced. Take appropriate action based on the root cause analysis. Ensure reasonable fidelity to safe LPM process. With that, we have come to the conclusion of this particular video. Hope you guys got a fair idea. Why does it matter of applying 8 flow accelerators in a portfolio flow? And what should we doing about it in those areas to increase the flow within the portfolio flow or LPM processes, right? Hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please share it among your friends so that it reaches many people. That helps me in creating a greater knowledge sharing platform, right? With that, I'm signing off. See you next video. Take care. Bye bye.